Hey guys, Jarek here, and Komodo's back for some more Halo 4, and we're going to be doing some more SWAT, but this time I'm going to be using the battle rifle instead of the DMR. I honestly do think that for SWAT, the DMR is the better choice, which seems very, very strange since the battle rifle is kind of 3-round burst and it's easier to sort of spray shot them, if you will. I don't know how to describe that accurately, but you know what I mean. This is actually wrong, because whenever I do that, all I get is hit markers. Like, it seems like there are horrible hit detection problems, but in all reality, you're just pelting them once or twice in the chest or the shoulder. You're not actually getting them in the head, so you gotta be still just as precise with the battle rifle, if not more precise with it than you do with the DMR. So I do think the DMR is a little bit better, but
Ow.
yeah, I started sprinting. I was hoping I could get to him before he shot me. It didn't quite work. But you know, I still use both. I use the battle rifle for smaller maps, and I use the DMR for longer range maps like Complex. Fuck that map. So yeah, I did pretty decent this game. I have a habit when it comes to SWAT where I do terrible at the beginning of games, and I start doing better later on. I don't know, I almost always have one death streak right at the beginning of the game, and then after that I start doing better. I couldn't tell you why, it's just crazy anomaly I have. So yeah, questions. If you have questions to ask me or Komodo, then leave them down in the comments below, and I'll try to answer them in future commentaries that we do. So what's your opinion on some of the games that are going to be released in the fall, like Watch Dogs, Wolfenstein, and Elder Scrolls Online? Alright, Elder Scrolls Online. People are going to be mad at me as soon as I say this. Fuck that.
That's what you get for saying that.
I don't know what's with this major trend of everything needs to be an MMO. I absolutely hate it. Not everything needs to be an MMO. I've never been a fan of MMOs. I don't care if you like them. That's no problem with me. You can like them all you want to, but I don't think that everything needs to be one. It seems like it's becoming the next like shooter trend. Oh, shooters took over everything. I like shooters, but we have way too many of them.
My opinion on it is, well, I was excited at first, honestly, because I'm a huge Elder Scrolls fan. I actually, I'd like to say I started playing, when the series started, but I didn't know about it until Morrowind. And despite how absolutely buggy and sometimes frustrating, and I really mean frustrating, because I went back and played Morrowind again and was like, hey, I can't hit this rat, what the hell? But, I've loved it since Morrowind. I was excited initially, and honestly, little things throw me off of a game, and me
Hit detection bullshit.
me being a fur, I didn't like what they did with the Argonians. They looked like zombies, and honestly am going to play as an Argonian. I can't play if they look like they got hit in the face with a truck.
At least they don't sound like the smoker Argonians. Dear God, the female Argonians in Skyrim. What the fuck is with their voice?
Hey, sweetie,
It's like-
you want a good time?
Basically, and it makes no sense because like male Argonians have this like Hollywood voice that's super clear and sounds super good.
It's true.
Females sound like they've been a chain smoker their whole life.
I'm gonna kind of agree with Jarek on the whole MMO thing. I enjoy a good MMO, I'll admit. I actually been playing Firefall a lot recently. But honestly, all I really wanted for the Elder Scrolls game was just the ability to play with one other friend. That's it. And I don't
Basically, you want co-op, not MMO.
Yes. It would be fun, travel around, Skyrim, or any of the provinces of Tamriel. But I don't know. I don't like what MMOs usually turn into, which is usually like a split between PvP and PvE, neither of which I'm terribly the best at. Terribly the best.
Now they might have already done this because I'm not a gigantic Elder Scrolls fan. I respect the game. It's just RPGs don't hold my interest for long. I'm wondering when they're eventually going to make an Elder Scrolls game specifically set on where the Argonians are from.
That's a good question. I mean, that was another thing that got me excited about the game, is that literally you can go everywhere in Tamriel, and that's something I've always wanted in a game. And
That is a good idea. I can't lie about that.
yeah, and that's like something people tried to do with mods for Skyrim, and I like that and I can respect it, but just mods can only do so much.
They definitely help.
They do.
To say the least, they help a lot. That's one of those games where if you're not playing it with mods, then you might as well not be playing it.
That's to all of you console gamers.
That's another thing of why I don't want consoles. That's another reason as to why I hate Origin. You can't mod shit. They ban you. It's fucking dumb. I'm playing on the PC. That's one of the biggest advantages to playing on PC. I should be able to mod my games. I should have that freedom. And when you take that away from me, I don't want to use your service. Some of the other ones, though, Wolfenstein, that actually surprised me. When I heard that being announced, I was like, oh great, another Wolfenstein reboot. They're just gonna put out another one that was as mediocre and bland as the last one. But now that I've seen gameplay of it, and now that I know who's making it, I'm actually kind of excited for it. If you don't know, it's being made by the people that were previous Starbreeze members that made the Darkness 1 and Chronicles of Riddick.
Alright.
And it looks interesting. It looks like, you can definitely tell they're making it. It has their shooter vibe to it. It kind of feels like kind of a faster Darkness, and people are probably going to say, so you mean it looks like the Darkness 2? No, nothing like that at all. Never say that again. But yeah, it does seem very good. And there's some kind of gimmicky things to it, like they give you a laser cutter and you're allowed to like cut holes in walls and in cover and stuff, kind of make your own shield, if you will. It's interesting. I'm kind of waiting to see how it works. And it looks like it has an old school shooter vibe, where it's not cover-based shooting constantly, even though I said you can make cover for yourself. It's not cover-based shooting. You have big guns that take up your whole screen. You don't have to reload that much. It seems like, you know, more fast-paced kind of Unreal style instead of cover-based shooting style. And when I see that style of game, I am excited about it. So, I don't know. It might be really good. It might be kind of bad. I guess I'll just kind of wait and see. But knowing that it's Starbreeze and what they've made in the past, I have some faith in it, because Starbreeze is a pretty good company.
Now, when it comes to Watch Dogs, I'm automatically there. When that game comes out, I want it badly. Oh, wow. Good job. You almost shot your teammate.
Well, he spawned right in front of me. Also, bullshit hit detection.
I'm going to want Watch Dogs immediately. But really, one game that's actually pulled my interest in, especially after Jarek here showed it to me, is The Division. And after I found out that it is going to be like an open world MMO shooter thing, and yes, this ties into what we were talking about not that long ago.
I'm okay with this, though. I'm honestly okay with what they're trying to do, because I'm still confused as to what it's supposed to be, because all they've really showed is a trailer. And I can't tell if it's a mixture of... Man, that guy wouldn't die. I can't tell if it's supposed to be a mixture of like a 4-player co-op Borderlands thing, and then also it has divisions, and it's supposed to be kind of MMO based, because they did say brace for PvP at the end of this video. But everything else looked very kind of more Ubisoft, and then combine that with Borderlands. So no one really knows what it's really going to be like. I have interest in it. They haven't officially announced it for PC either, and I can tell you if it doesn't come out on PC, fuck you. I just won't play it.
I agree with that.
You can't have an MMO and not have it be on PC. There's just no way that's going to work. So, you know, I'm genuinely curious. It looks very good. It looks very interesting, but I'm going to have to see a lot more before I say you have my money. And that's how I look at all games. If something interests me, cool. I'll wait for it to officially come out and, you know, show more gameplay, and then I'll base my opinion on it when I play it.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not like a PC elitist or anything. If you want to play consoles, that's your choice. I'm just going to be mad if, you know, suddenly everybody's like, yeah, you want to play this game? You have to get it on our console.
I like choice.
Exactly.
Take choice away from me, I'm not going to like you. Yeah, as far as Watch Dogs goes, the gameplay looked interesting. Hello, entire enemy team.
I just love that.
Yeah, I killed all of them, though. As far as Watch Dog goes, it looks interesting. I don't really have much more to say to that. It's one of those things where, again, I need to see more gameplay. I need to really see what the game is fully about, what's going to happen. Plus, it's Ubisoft. Ubisoft, I never know what to expect. I never know if they're going to make a really good game or a really bad game, so I never get my hopes up and I never get hyped about their games.
I suppose I should let myself... I should take myself out of the hype, because it almost always leads to disappointment, even if it's a good game.
Yeah, I don't get hyped. I got hyped for Halo 4, you saw how that ended. 6 months down the line, it's finally fucking fixed. Actually, I think it was more than that. And I want to say I'm getting hyped for Splinter Cell because of the Mercs vs. Spies, but again, it's Ubisoft. They've horribly messed up Splinter Cell before, so I don't know how that's going to turn out, but I'm interested. Anyway, I got 36 kills, if you didn't notice that. That's a pretty damn good score. The rest of my team didn't do anything in any way whatsoever, but hey, there's some more SWAT. Enjoy it.